All right, everybody, welcome back. We are on the last level, the challenge level for Sprite properties. So, the students ask me all the time, do we really have to do this, the last level, this bonus level? Yes, absolutely, because there's going to be stuff that wasn't covered in the rest of the lesson that you're going to need to know how to do. All right. So let's start with the first activity. We're going to do all three. Okay, so it says tint. Tint is a property that will overlay a color on top of a sprite to tint it. This tint doesn't change the existing colors of a sprite, but is more like putting a pane of colored glass over the top of the sprite. So, using either the sprite already created for you or with any other sprites of your choosing, play around with the tint property and see how it works and how it changes on different colored sprites. So, tip, make sure to put the tint color you would like in quotation marks. Example red. All right. So, let's see what we have here. Run. Okay. Oh, that's super cute. All right. We have to find the tint property. So let's go look over here. There it is, so Sprite tint. Okay, so let's put that right there. Um, and then we have to put in a color. So let's say that I want to tint this picture blue. All right. And we've got to label it. There we go. So reset and run. Hey, there we go. All right. And if I do light blue, all right. What if I do pink? All right. Very cool. So you get to play around with it. All right, cool. So we're going to click on finish and go to the next activity. So new blocks, height and width. So height and width. You learned about the scale property, which grows or shrinks a sprite while keeping their height to width ratio the same. But it is possible to only change the height or width of a sprite with other properties. So do this. Using either the sprite already created for you or with any other sprites of your choosing, play around with the height and width properties and think about when you would want to use these properties versus using the scale property. All right. So run. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. We're going to make him taller, narrower, but we're going to keep the width the same. So let's do that. So, all right, let's do height. So we're going to do sprite. Oh, okay. Yeah, sprite. And then let's see. How does this work? Let's try 300. So reset, run. Okay. Let's try 400. Oh, nope. Sprite 400. So reset, run. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so with 400, because 400 is the length of the screen, now he is that length. So, and then if we were to take width, um, and let's say we were to take that and make 150, reset, run. Okay, a little more narrow, I think. Let's try 100 and just see if we can really see a difference. All right, reset and run. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, he looks a little too skinny now. So we're gonna go back to 150. All right, we got that. So we're gonna click on finish. All right. See, these are really super easy today. And then the activity C, the new block alpha. So alpha is a property that can control the transparency of a sprite. It uses decimal values to represent transparency. So sprite.alpha gets 1 would be not transparent at all. It will look like a normal sprite. Sprite.alpha gets 0 would be completely transparent. It will look invisible. Sprite.alpha gets zero point 0.5 would be 50% transparent, partially transparent like it's see-through. So do this using either the sprite already created for you or with any other sprites of your choosing. Play around with transparency and see how it works and how it changes on different sprites. So run, we've got a ghost. All right. So the ghost scale is 2. If we do sprites and we do alpha, then we say ghost and we say 0.5, so 0.5. All right, and reset and run. All right, now you can see that he's transparent. Cool. You know what I wonder about? I wonder about making this random. So between 0 and 1. Ooh. Hmm. So I guess it just, oh, there we go. So it was going 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, but there's 1. Wouldn't that be fun? If like you could decide if it was going to be visible or not visible. Or we could do 0.5. So reset, run. All right, I'm having way too much fun with this. All right, so click on finish. And there we go. All the activities are done. Hopefully you got the assessment finished. I'm sure it was pretty easy. And then we're going to click the finish button here, and you're done with the lesson. Great job, everybody. See you on the next lesson.